Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best floor-standing speakers.
Starting at number 5.
KLH Kendall 2F3. We chose the KLH Kendall floor-standing speakers as the best floor-standing speakers under $1,500 because they sound simply stunning for their price point. If you're not familiar with the KLH name, they have been in the business since 1957 and have been making best-selling speakers since then. Upon first look, the Kendall speakers look smart and tidy in their black oak finish. There are protective grills available for each speaker. They are wrapped in a black cloth. When the grill is removed from a speaker, you will see the 1-inch anodized aluminum dome tweeter, 5-1/4 Kevlar mid-range, and a pair of 6-1/2 Kevlar woofers. Turning the speaker around, you are presented with a pair of ports near the bottom of the cabinet to help improve bass response, as well as 2 pairs of speaker terminals, bridged together from the KLH. A plinth is attached to the bottom of the speaker, as well. In listening to the Kendall speakers, the tweeters are detailed without harshness, which is a big deal since metal tweeters can notoriously be labeled as tinny or harsh sounding. We love the fact that KLH opted to use woven Kevlar in both the mid-range drivers as well as the woofers. This material is well known for almost effortlessly being able to faithfully reproduce even small nuances in all bits of music genres. As a bonus, the material looks cool, too, if you're one to keep the speakers exposed in your home.
Coming at number 4.
Focal Vestia number 2. The number 2 is Focal's 3-way floor-standing speaker in the Vestia line and is sized at 10 1/8 x 14 and 5/8 x 39 and 7/8. This speaker has 2 6.5 woofers to accompany the 6.5 mid-bass driver and the 1 tam tweeter. The 2 woofers will make a significant difference in low-end output, so much so that you might feel like you don't need to add a subwoofer, for 2-channel listening at least. That is also helped by the number 2 being the first speaker in the Vestia line that will have the Focal PowerFlow multi-port technology. This feature allows for better bass response by using a front and rear port, where both ports are tuned to different frequencies, allowing better distribution. When positioning these speakers, Focal is recommending that the number 2 floor-standing speakers be at least 10 feet away from the listening position and will play nicely in rooms starting at 215 square feet, about twice the area of an apartment bedroom, and above. Pros: cambered back to act as a passive time alignment. Tonality and timbre will match throughout the Vestia series.
At number 3.
KLH Model 5. KLH's Model 5 floor-standing speakers were a slam dunk for the best floor-standing speakers for vinyl. Why? They carry that signature KLH sound quality coupled with that sweet old-school look. It's a match made in audio heaven, for sure. The Model 5s may look like a speaker that once sat in your grandparents' home, but we assure you that's not the case. Sure, the Model 5 has been around since 1968, but this is a different flavor. The technologies employed are new, with the new drivers being placed into a retro-style speaker cabinet with a light-colored linen grille. If the grille is removed, you can see the 1-inch aluminum dome tweeter, for mid-range, and 10 woofer designed in-house by KLH to deliver full-range sound to you. Speaking of the cabinet for a moment, this is one of the few floor-standing speakers in the best list that uses a fully sealed cabinet. This may mitigate some bass response, but lends better tonality overall. KLH's acoustic suspension cabinet design is still one of the best-sounding designs on the market today. If it ain't broken, why fix it, right?
Number 2 of my list.
Klipsch P8060FA2. Are you piecing together a killer surround sound system that will include Dolby Atmos, but maybe you don't have the ability, or room, to install the Atmos speakers in their normal spots? Check out the Klipsch P8060FA2. Ideal for any environment but excels in rooms where traditional Dolby Atmos locations can't be utilized, think apartments, for example. The Klipsch P8060FA2 is truly the epitome of a well-thought-out speaker. Seen from the front, The speakers don't look like anything more than a large set of floor-standing speakers. However, if you glance at the top of the speaker, you will see a speaker grille. Under this grille is the Dolby Atmos speaker array, a 1-inch tweeter and a 6-1/2 woofer. These speakers offer the height to the sound that traditional speakers just can't duplicate. Much like its traditional speaker brother, the RP8000F2, the front of the RP8060FA2 boasts a 1-inch titanium diaphragm tweeter in addition to a pair of 8 ceраmetallic woofers. Moving around to the rear of the speaker exposes the 2 Tractrix ports that are paramount in creating and controlling the amount and quality of the bass response that you hear. That's one thing we would like to mention: the bass response is just plain awesome from these speakers. The tweeters play their parts with near perfection. The only gripe we have is that it can start to sound a little exaggerated at louder volumes.
And number 1.
SVS Prime Tower Speaker. SVS took the speaker world by storm with their performance versus value philosophy, and that's why we chose the SVS Prime Tower floor-standing speakers as the best home theater floor-standing speakers. You will find very few manufacturers that are as passionate at creating speakers that just sound darn good for a price that doesn't blow your budget away. The Prime Tower speakers have a little bit of an unconventional design, which you may have noticed if you saw the 3.5-way design they employ. What does this mean? It means that each of the 6-1/2-inch woofers employed in the speakers are housed in their own enclosure inside of the speaker, which allows them to be tuned differently to improve performance. As a matter of fact, the top woofer is tuned to blend the sound produced by the 4-1/2-inch mid-range to the sound produced by the bottom woofer, whose job it is to produce the bulk of the speaker's bass response. Pretty neat, huh? This ensures that the listener gets a full-range audio experience without any drops in the frequency response range. You can certainly hear the difference when you compare the Prime Tower speakers to others around the same price point. If you look at the rear of the speaker, you will notice 2 ports. One is tuned and dedicated to the top woofer while the other is for the bottom woofer.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.